we've been doing this since the late 70s, okay, developing software for attorney service companies. And so we've got a ton of experience. We started before PCs existed. We migrated to that platform after it finally got good enough to do something with. And we've been developing on Windows since around 2000. The base software application was built back then, and then we do continual updates to our software to meet the needs of our clients. What we give to you is a ton of knowledge about the industry and experience in what you guys need in order to get your job done. There's a bunch of things that we can do for you that we already thought about, that somebody else already thought about, that we bring to the table when you join our platform. We like to build business relationships long term. We've had clients since we started that are still clients. 40 plus years experience working with people. We're a little bit different than most software companies because we build a package that is very malleable, meaning that we have all 100 different companies running our software. Very few are running it the same way. Very few have all the same features running. The only ones that are similar is if they like do multiple different mastheads for the same company underneath, and we support that kind of stuff also. But with all that said, we have a web presence, so a place where your clients can go and request work, check status, download records, all of that. It's all delivered in a HIPAA compliant solution. All right, so I'm going to start off with just kind of a display of our web presence. So this is our standard photocopy website. Users log on to it. The credentials are set up within our software, and then it goes into an encrypted site. Our companies are normally hosted on a cloud server. If you guys have your own server, I really encourage you to get a ton of good security. We're Microsoft SQL Service is our backend. So this is our photocopy website. You can search by the work order number, reference, case number, plaintiff defendant, or the patient name, survey subject. You can limit out by the different contacts at the firm. This is the contact list here is based on the company that is logged into the site. They can come in, they can do a search, they can see these are lists of orders in the system that are running. In some cases, let's see, here's one that we have records that are already up there. We'll check the status on it first. That's this little icon over here. Pull up the details. This is the case information, the statuses that were put in, the invoicing, along with a copy of the invoice, and then a list of opposing parties if there were any. So that's what the loaded documents look like. They show up as download links. We can capture the date and time that they download the records. We can change the color of the download to red once they've downloaded it. So those are all features that we can talk about. Here's a link back to the original request, which we can actually publish the documents that were issued based on what the client, if they want that, or just an outline work order sheet, we can do that also up on the website. And so you got up to 2,000 characters in there. You hit the submit. Inside the program, we have a little link that you can click on. It shows you what that is, and then you can import that. You can either put it in as a comment or not, publish it. Okay. Here we go. So it shows up inside the system. When you go look at the job, it also shows up there. This list of jobs, you can take it to an Excel spreadsheet. So as much or as little as you want. And then it just shows up as a spreadsheet that they can look at, keep track of what's going on. Do this one right here. Okay, so I'm picking up a job that was already made. I want to do some more. Okay, that happens all the time for us guys out here. So this is the basic order entry information. They can put in a new billing reference number if needed. Pick which court they want. The default bill to is who ordered it based on the original job. This is my opposing counsel that came in from the original job. If I wanted to, I could add additional opposing counsels. We just require the name and the counsel, actual attorney name and the firm name. Okay. Who's going to get the records? That's a ship to party. You can add more of those also. And then where do you want records from? You have a lookup functionality, so it'll ties back into your database. You can pull the information, and then you can specify your dates and then what kinds of records you're going after. Hit to continue. Now, if they have a special attachment that they want to put in, they can do that also. Let's do that one. It's huge. And we can specify it for just one facility or all the facilities they put in. You can do multiple facilities. I didn't show that, but you can have 10, 15 facilities, however many you need. And then it's created a new order. When we do it, it shows up out here initially. This is that new order that we just did. If they made a mistake on it, they could go into it and fix it until you guys actually import it. Once you import the job, which is right here on the internal system, pick up that one we just did. Go import. It pulls the data from the website that they put in, and this one had a customer comment that pops, so that's what that's showing. We're going to import the opposing counsel, and then we've got to import the facility that they selected. Okay, one piece of coding you have to do is once they select the kind of records that they want, we have you guys pick which phrase that represents. So that's the description, any and all medical records, type of thing. I'm sure you're familiar with that. There's a database of those in our system that you can modify. In here, we also allow you to do data merges, so the patient name, copy dates, and all that kind of stuff pulls through. Any witness fees as needed. Click OK, and then we'll just grab that attachment they pulled in also. And it pops off the list and it pops onto that list. So there's the next job, at which point you can do what you need to do with it. So that's the general flow of information from the website into our application.